Hey, this is John from Captive Light Pictures coming at you from ISO Studios. So unless you've been living under a rock for the last 2 months or so, you'll know that we're in a pretty epic global lockdown as a result of COVID-19. And businesses have had to adjust their product and service delivery models because of this disruption. In many cases, operations have actually had to shut down altogether. So if your business is affected by this, one thing you might be doing right now is creating a lot more social content to mitigate the damage done by COVID. And if you're a small business in particular, you might be doing that through the use of your smartphone with smartphone videos, because you can shoot them from isolation and a really low-cost way of keeping your audiences engaged at a time when everyone is feeling, well, pretty isolated. But are you giving potential viewers the full opportunity to engage with your content? Did you know that there's one very simple thing you're probably not doing in your videos that could be costing you up to 80% of your potential audiences? What is that thing? Well, let's find out. Full disclosure, there's no sound, which may have left you wondering just what it was I was saying in this video. And that's the experience of most people scrolling through their social media feed. That's right, an overwhelming majority of people watch their videos on social media with the sound off. So think for a moment about your own videos and what you might have said in them that simply never reached your audiences because, well, they couldn't hear it. They might have been watching in an environment where it wasn't appropriate to have sounds, such as the workplace or a public space or the toilet. Or simply, they might have been one of the 466 million people worldwide with some form of hearing loss and might not have had the ability to hear what you were saying. So what do we do about that? So by now you may have an idea of where I'm heading with this, and it's these little guys here, captions. Captions break down a major barrier of entry to your content because they convert your oral message to a visual one. Especially important because the social media giants Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram have their sound on mute by default. If someone is scrolling through their feed, they may see your video, but they're not necessarily going to hear what it is you have to say. So unless your video is very visually compelling, or you have some great copywriting in the description, they're very likely to just scroll through, which is a missed opportunity to hook your viewer in. What you're doing by not having captions in your videos is you're harming your viewer retention rate, and you're also excluding people who are hearing impaired. Videos with captions are up to 80% more likely to be viewed to completion. So it makes it a bit of a no-brainer, doesn't it? Now, it's actually really easy to caption your videos using third-party providers. I heartily recommend that you do use a third-party provider, because if you've ever tried captioning your own videos, it can be a lot more time-consuming than you would otherwise think. Frustrating, as a matter of fact. Now, the process is actually really easy, and it's quite cost-effective. You're looking at about $1 per minute of content, so not very much at all. Because we know how powerful the medium of video is, this can be quite a costly step for you to bypass. So if you've gone to the trouble of making a video, it's more than worth your while to include this as part of your process to make your video content that much more engaging and inclusive for your audiences. This is John from Captive Light Pictures coming at you from ISO Studios. I hope that was helpful.